Welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to source products and how to find trustworthy suppliers from China and how to negotiate your prices down with these suppliers so you can have a higher margin. We're here in our main site, which is ALIBABA.com. What ALIBABA.com, it essentially is kind of like an Amazon.com, but for Chinese suppliers. Here's where I come and I find all the suppliers that I work with to sell private label on Amazon.com. So once you have found a profitable product that you want to sell on Amazon, then you will come and source it through here. If you want to know how to find profitable product on Amazon, please watch my product research video that I've done before. I'll put a link to it here in the video. So you're going to come here, you're going to go to Alibaba.com. Once you signed up for them, you will land here in their main page. So just for the sake of it, let's say that the profitable product we found in Amazon to sell, let's say it was a fidget spinners. I don't recommend you get into this market, but just for the sake of an example, we'll go with this. So type in fidget spinners. Okay, so before I start looking at the suppliers, I come here and I click on trade assurance. What trade assurance is a Alibaba.com form of payment. So how it works is you make a payment through a third party which holds your money on escrow, and only one, kind of like an escrow, only once you have confirmed that you have received your products from the supplier and that everything's in order, only then they release the money to the supplier. So you have a kind of protection, so you don't get scammed by suppliers and all that. So I always click on trade assurance. Only work with suppliers that do this kind of transactions. I also click on verify supplier. It's a premium membership for higher level suppliers. This just gives you another form of protection. It's really hard to get the verified supplier badge from Alibaba.com, and they only give it to the best suppliers. So I only work with the best suppliers. And on top of that, I go here. You see where it says 9 years. I only work with suppliers that have been with Alibaba for more than 2 years. Anything less than that seems a little fishy to me. I don't recommend you do that. So let's see, this guy fits all my requirements. I see here they have a very minimum order quantity. Here, 10 pieces. It's a minimum order quantity. You always want to look for suppliers that are offering a very low minimum order quantity, because then it kind of limits your risk, right? So for example, if he said he had you can work with us, but our minimum order you have to order for us is 1,000. So you get the 1,000, you ship them to Amazon, and then you find out that the product are not selling. So you just invested a lot of money. So what I do is I like to, in the very beginning stages of selling, my first order is always the smallest. So once I put it on Amazon, if for some reason the market doesn't react sorry, well to your idea, your product, then you don't lose that much money. So it's always good. I always look for suppliers that want to work with you with a very minimum order quantity. So yeah, this is great. Let's go here. So right away they give you their pricing, 10 to 500 pieces, 340, 500 to 800, 320, and 800 and plus 280. Let me tell you guys something. 100% of the time, these prices are not the lowest prices. I always contact the supplier and negotiate with them. Always, they'll be willing to come down with you. It's just about wording it right, which I'm going to show you guys here in a second. There we go. So here in this page, pretty much can learn a little bit about the supplier, They give you a little video of the products. Cool. Yeah. Give you the different colors of fidget spinners you can they make, the quality. They also talk about their packaging. Um, it's always good to look over this, and you might get some different ideas. Like, oh, hey, they make this color. I'm gonna check maybe on Amazon and see if they have that color. If they don't, then you can work with them. I get a lot of ideas also from the suppliers, and I see that, oh wow, they make like this type of material with the fidget spinner, and they have lights on them. I didn't see that on Amazon, so you might find other opportunities just by looking at what other different products the supplier makes. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna contact supplier. And what I usually start, it'll give you this, but how I usually do this is the Z-Zone company. So I go, hello, and just talk about your company a little bit. Let's say, for example, my name is David. I work with, you can say I work with, or like I own, say XYZ company. Well, I can't spell. XYZ company. And I'm interested on purchasing your product. Then what I usually do. So here's what I always ask. Try to ask as many questions as possible when contacting the suppliers, because remember, they're in China, so they're 12 hours ahead. So by the time they read this, they're gonna be 12 hours from now, and then when they respond, you're gonna be 12 hours. So it's gonna be every time the conversation takes a day. So try to ask as many questions as possible. So once they answer, then you can go ahead and pretty much do your due diligence. Because say if I ask one question, then they answer it, and then I ask then I ask another question, then it's gonna take a whole week to get all the information that I need. So right away from the beginning, ask as many questions as possible. So then what I ask is, are you available to provide custom packaging? What is the standard production time for each order? What is the price per unit, including packaging, at the following MOQs? So I always ask for 100 to 500 pieces, 500 to 1,000 pieces, 1,000 to 5,000, and 5,000 or higher. And once they have given you the prices for all these, then on the follow-up conversation, I say something like, for a first time courtesy, are you willing to come down, or something like, are you willing to meet us in the middle? So say, for example, they say, hey, 100 to 200 pieces is $2, 500 to 1,000 pieces is $3, 1,000 to 5,000 pieces is so I'm sorry. So I'm doing this backwards. So let's say this is $4, and then 103, then this is $2, and this is $1, right? So then for a first time courtesy, you're willing to meet us in the middle. So I right away try to get the price for the 1,000 pieces for 100 pieces. So I go in the middle at $2 per piece for 100 pieces. So then they might come back and be like, no, sorry, we're try to negotiate with you and be like, hey, so the worst comes to worst, you'll get them for $3 for the 100 pieces, right? So you're right there. You already negotiated the price down to $1, which is huge. for 100 pieces. And then so pretty much just fill them out. So I always do not take the initial price that they give you. I hope this idea of negotiating helps you out with your sourcing process. So then helps me a lot. I always bring down the price. So then after that, so remember this is only when they answer to you. So just ask these questions in the beginning. You know, what is the standard production time? Are you available to provide custom packaging? Send an inquiry. Send an inquiry here. Boom, click that. I'm not gonna do it now. And just wait for them to respond. Oh, also one thing I forgot to mention. Also one thing I forgot to mention. Um, Here we are. Is could you please um, contact me on Skype? I always move the conversation from Alibaba.com to Skype. I just feel like it makes it. I mean, the Skype platform is a lot easier for mobile. Since you're out and see them when they message you, you can message them back right away. And Because you're gonna be in contact with these suppliers a lot. Like if when your product does well, you're gonna keep on coming back to them every month or 2 months. So you need to develop a kind of relationship with the supplier. And what always helps is once you have already sourced a big number of products from them, then I try to always kind of develop a friendship with these suppliers. Like send them gifts for their birthdays and stuff, because they will definitely take care of you if you take care of them. They're great people. I've never had a bad experiences with the suppliers. But it's another thing that I like to do, just as another level of protection, is I go to supplier blacklist, and this website will give you a list of the bad suppliers. So let's see, for this one, this is the company right here. You just copy it. Reportable supplier, home. They should have a search bar around here. The blacklist. Okay, so you have to log in with them. I'm not gonna do it now, but supplier blacklist. You create an account with them, you log in, and then you can search your supplier that you're sourcing with, and see if they've been put on this blacklist. You do not want to work with suppliers that have been put on this blacklist. That means they're scammers and not done what they promised. All right. Yeah. So that's it. So it's simple. Once you have reached out to them and you've started the conversation on Skype and negotiated your prices down with them, then you're going to come to the ordering part of the process, which is on my next video. So please make sure to watch that. I will show you guys how to ship your products from China over to the Amazon warehouse, how to create the listing on Amazon, and then we'll get started. All right. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. Make sure to ring that bell for notifications. And if you want me to make some more sourcing videos, have any questions about my content, please leave a comment below asking me any questions. I'll make sure to get back to you. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next.